This is Adrian from the Wealth Catalyst. I'm bringing to you the Financially Free series where I interview people whom you probably won't meet because they fit in every day. But they have a freedom and a lifestyle that we all strive to have. And here I have with me Phil McGregor. How are you?
Hey, good day, Adrian. Good to be here with you today.
Thank you for coming. Now, Phil enjoys the lifestyle where you took a 6-month holiday.
It was, yeah. Yeah, we went to. We took our 3-month-old, now 4.5-year-old.
Yep.
And took off.
Took off.
Prior to that,
yeah.
I had created my own business.
Yep.
And it was a piece of software that was designed to read a telephone bill.
Wow.
And I started that about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
2012. It got to the point where I was working 16-hour days. By the end of 2012, the market had really substantially shifted. I actually told my wife when the first CAT plan came out.
Wow.
That this is the end of my business.
Wow. Because a lot of people, they say education costs too much, but really it costs you when you in some of the mistakes people make.
Anyway, during that time, I started learning about cash settled derivatives.
Right.
And I did a course on that, and so I was doing that in the background.
Yeah.
And getting a lot of success, and it got to the point where I was actually getting as much success from that as I was from my business. Why am I dealing with clients? Why am I, spending all this time working hard and the covered calls with CFDs that I was doing?
Yeah.
They were a once a month process.
Right.
And then you just let them go.
Yeah.
And so very little effort.
Yeah.
Not fantastic return. Not great. I mean, we're talking like maybe 60% a year, which is good for an investment.
Yeah.
But it's not get rich quick.
That's
right.
It's
that kind of balance. It's like an income.
Yes.
It's
a cash flow strategy.
It's a cash flow strategy. Yeah. Like renting a house. It's a cash flow strategy.
And in this instance, you're renting shares, so to speak.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that apparently.
Yeah.
But,
apparently. Yeah.
I don't get why that's such a bad thing. But in terms of understanding it.
That's right.
Yeah.
The principle of it is like that.
Exactly. Yes. And so at that point we sort of went, well, what are we doing here? And that's where I said, let's sell everything. And we sold the house, we sold furniture, kids' toys, we sold as much as we could, and packed us up into a car and we left.
Wow.
And we headed south, and we literally got to the very southern tip of Tasmania.
Wow, you actually went to Tasmania?
All the way to Tasmania. I wanted to go as far as I could literally go in that direction.
You have a photo of yourself at the end?
We do,
so to speak.
Yeah, I want to put it in your video presentation. I'll email you a copy. You can see it's really cool. There's a sign that says the end of the road.
That's fantastic.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's on my Facebook page actually.
And that's the beauty of the times we live in, that you can actually do that, because 20 years ago you'd be scouting around for a phone plan, wouldn't you? And dial up internet.
And so many things had to happen in, like the ripple effect. So many things had to happen in order to achieve that.
It's right.
What I found was we all have wants, we all have needs, but unless you make the decision to go for it, it'll always be just out there. It'll always be tomorrow or soon or whatever. And the cat's in the cradle.